Hi everyone, welcome to this week's tarot reading. Hopefully I won't lose this one like I did last week. Apologies if you just watched me on YouTube and wondered where it was last week. I did do one. Unfortunately my phone didn't update and lost the whole video in the process. And I didn't really have time to do another one before the Monday. So apologies for that, but anyway, back on track this week. So if you are new to pick a card reading, we have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile 1 with a little monkey charm on it, pile 2 with the dragonfly, I want to say, I don't think that's butterfly on it, and pile 3 with the owl on it. Okay, if you just take a moment to clear your mind, take a couple of deep breaths and focus on which pile you feel most drawn to, and then once you've chosen your pile you can head on down to the timestamps to see what the next 7 days I've got in store for you. I've decided to do the videos now as a 7-day timeless video, so it doesn't matter when you look at this video, it will find you at the right time, but it's 7 days from when you see this video, okay, rather than doing set dates. So that's the intention that I've now set on the videos. Okay, so okay then, if it'd be really great if you can hit the subscribe button. It all helps my channel and build my channel up, and hit the like button, and feel free to share and tell other people about it. That would be wonderful. And you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well. Okay, right then, so we'll get started on pile 1. Let's see what we've got for you. We have got the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, just move a bit actually, and the 7 of Cups. This is a new deck of cards I'm using. I've had these cards for ages and never felt inclined to use them, and then this week I decided I wanted to start working with them, so we'll see how we go. Okay, so the 8 of Pentacles. Right, this week when you're viewing this video, you are going to be looking at ways that you can upskill and improve your situation that you are in, to do with work or study. Pentacles is all about the material aspects of life, so this is a project that you might want to get off the ground, something connected with work or study, and you're looking at wanting to upskill or learn something to make your financial situation more secure. You see, is quite deep in thought there, and actually this particular deck, normally it's a younger person in these cards, but in this case he's not, but he's still looking at ways that he wants to make himself feel more financially secure. So he's looking at how he can expand on his knowledge that he already has. So it could be that you need to go and learn a new course, or you decide that you completely want to learn something new in order to make your career more stable. But whatever you're deciding, you're definitely going to have to put in the time and the effort to learn these new things, and it's going to have some link in with the past, because the 6 of Cups always has a link with the past. So it may be that you need to talk to a friend that you haven't spoken to in a long while to discuss how you're going to do this, or perhaps they can even help you, or it could just be an old acquaintance or someone from work, but there's going to be the link in with the past in connection with you learning these new things and upskilling. It could even be an old job connection. You might be having to go back to something that you used to do in order to expand and go wherever you're planning on wanting to go next. But it's definitely a connection with the past with that. And whatever it is you're deciding to do, and whoever you end up talking to, be it an old work colleague or someone from the past, a friend or an acquaintance, you're going to end up having more choices than what you thought you were going to end up. So it's going to actually leave you a little bit like, oh, okay, now what do I choose? Do I choose that? Do I do that? Do I go there? Do I go here? Da, da, da. And you might end up feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the end of the week as to which direction do you go in? So the Seven of Cups is all about choices. Lots of choices are going to be put in front of you. So the decision that you will have is which one you go for. And for that, you might just need to put on your practical head rather than your emotional head, and just think it out practically in terms of what you're capable of doing and achieving, how much time it would and effort it would take to get to that, you know, to go down that path or this path. And don't end up building castles in the sky where you let your imagination really run away with you, that they become unrealistic expectations of what you decide to set out for. Make sure that you can realistically achieve the goals that you decide to go for. But yeah, you're certainly going to end up with some choices at the end, and it might be that it's difficult to know which one that you want to go for. So let's have a look at the other cards and see what the other cards are saying. So we have got, the Oracle card is Loyal Heart. Okay, so that would say to me then, whatever it is you want to do, providing you put your heart and soul into it and put your effort into it, you will achieve what you're planning on doing. But it's going to need your dedication. So you've got to be loyal to your heart. You've got to really want to do this, and you've got to really want to put the effort in to do this to make it successful. It's there and you can achieve it, but you have to want it, and you have to dedicate your time, your passion and your heart and soul to it. And that's why I said be careful which choice you end up making. Make sure you can achieve it, and that you're not going to end up putting too much on your plate with the other responsibilities that you might have in your life. Okay. And then the other Oracle card that we've got, which I've taken from the Magical of Flowers cards, which are very pretty cards, is Magnolia. It's a beautiful card. And this is where I feel when you reach this stage, is you're going to be wanting to do this. Which one do I go for? Do I go for A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Which one? Take some time out. Connect with yourself for this. You actually do know the answers with yourself, and this is saying connect to your power. You've got the answers. You know which path you want to follow. Really, it's just you're being drawn. You know, you wasn't anticipating seeing other options that you could take, so it might distract you slightly, but you know which one ultimately you should be following. Own your power, take your power, connect to the power, and dedicate yourself and put your time and effort into the one that you feel the most drawn to. But that's what this Magnolia card is saying, is that you're very powerful, and pull on that power that you've used in the past, your energy and your independence, and that will guide you through. Okay. And the last card that we've got from the Universe Has Your Back is, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. Yeah, so don't be so focused on the outcome, because you might be pleasantly surprised where this path ends up taking you. Like I said, there's lots of choices there, and you might find that you end up either somewhere completely different or with additional things that you weren't anticipating having. So don't be so focused on the outcome. Yeah, just put it out to the universe that things will work out for the highest good for all, so that you're not closed. It's a bit like, so this is referring to the law of manifestation, law of attraction, which is what this card's also about. Don't be so focused on your outcome, because by doing that you might close off better things that you're not aware of at the moment, but the universe is, that would be better for you. So it's better to ask for the highest good for all, so that you're not closing down any other things, because what you think might be the best for you might actually not be the best for you, because there might be something better along the way. So that would be your best choice. And the little, because your group chose the monkey as the way of choosing your cards this week. When I pulled the monkey out, because I've just started doing charm readings, just having a dabble. When I pulled the monkey out, it was actually facing the other way. Monkeys, for me, symbolise having some fun, finding the fun in life. And because it's facing the other way, what I want to say to you is enjoy the journey. I know you're going to have to put your heart and soul into this, but don't get so caught up in it that you forget to have fun along the way, because the journey should all be part of the fun, not just the outcome. So remember to have fun along the way. But also, monkey is, you know, they're very intelligent monkeys. You know, they're our closest to human beings, and they're very creative. So it's using your creativeness in what you're wanting to learn, and your intelligence will see you reach your goals. But just remember to have some fun along the way. Don't get too serious and caught up in it that you forget to throw in a bit of fun every day. Okay, so I hope that helps for you, group 1. Let me know in the comments down below. And as I said, you know, if you like this video, please like it and hit the subscribe button so you can be notified of future videos, and you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, group 2, let's see what we've got for you. You chose the butterfly or dragonfly. I can't make up my mind which one that is. And the tarot cards that you've got this week are the 5 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the 9 of Wands. Okay, so straight away I want to say that you are feeling you're not very happy this week. You're feeling let down and disappointed. Someone's let you down. I feel like they have been cross words. There's been an argument for some of you, and some of you may have just been let down by a situation that's not gone according to plan, some disappointment. But I feel for many of you there's been an argument in your life, and this has left you feeling upset, and you're dwelling on it, and you're processing it, and it's going over and over in your head as to what's gone on. With the 5 of Cups, although this shows up when there's been a disappointment, someone's let you down, it doesn't have to be the end. There's still 2 cups standing, but you're spending a lot of time looking at the situation that's gone wrong, the arguing, and you're just replaying it. Is the feeling that I'm getting this week, as I'm looking at these cards, is you're replaying this over and over in your head of what's gone wrong. The Queen of Swords, it could be that you've had an argument with someone that's like the Queen of Swords. So, and she is very articulate, and she will not mince her words. She will say it as it is. So if you've upset her, you will have been shot arrows through words. She'll have cut you down with words. She's very articulate, very analytical, and she doesn't forget things if you've hurt her. But equally, she's very loyal to her friends and her family, but woe betide anyone that steps over the mark. You will feel it. So some of you could have had an argument, as this is a general reading, and obviously there's lots of you watching it. So some of you could have an argument with a person like that, where they've just cut you down because you've upset them, offended them, or done something to them that's hurt them. So they will cut you with their words, and they can be very cold and aloof and authoritarian and quite harsh when you make them show that side, you know. So you may just have to bide your time with that. And for others, it might be saying, okay, that's happened to you, but you need to stop dwelling on that now and replaying it over and over in your head, and let's have a look at it more clearly. Let's analyze it, and let's look at it more clearly, and see both sides here, and see how you can either make it right or move on. So and you may even be going to someone like the Queen of Swords for some advice. They're very good at giving advice, although they tend to be Queen of Cups character that you're more likely to go if it's a relationship issue. But if it's not a relationship issue, then the Queen of Swords is a good person to go to, because they're very analytical, they're great advisors, they're very fair and just, and they can see things clearly. The Swords is all about clarity of thinking and being able to see things clearly, and she's very, very perceptive. And here you're just seeing your perception, so you're not actually seeing the other person's. There's always two sides to a story. And what one person can see over here, the other person over here will have a different view. And at the moment, here, you're just seeing your view. And this person could help you see both sides. What I feel is actually going to happen this week is you're actually going to put your barriers up a little bit because of what's happened. And I want to say, don't put your barriers up, because even if this has happened and this situation is over, it doesn't mean to say that you have to keep replaying this and that life can't go on and you can't find something better. So yeah, I feel that some of you, this is going to cause you to put up a bit of a brick wall and start to put some barriers up, and you're going to be very careful who you let into your life as a result of what's happened this week, or just happened, and it's bringing you into this week when you're looking at it. And for others, you know, if it's a situation, this is saying the Nine of Wands, which is the more normal meaning. It's just I was drawn to that for some of you, where it's particularly in a relationship. I would say hang on in there. Yes, you've gone through obstacles. Yes, it's hard work, but hang on in there. Don't give up. Now's not the time to give up. You're almost there. But no, for others, I feel like you are really putting up a brick wall. This has really got to you and really hurt you, and you're like, right, I'm not going through this again. I'm going to be really careful who I let in. So I've actually chosen the Magic of Flowers cards this week. Well, I've chosen a few actually. So we've got Jasmine, which is a lovely card, and this is all about connecting. This card wants you to reconnect with your senses, so all your senses, everything that brings you to life. And I feel that's to get you out of your head, which is where you currently are at the moment. So she's saying, I want you to connect to all your senses. Do things that make you feel alive. So walking barefoot in the grass, having a nice relaxing bubble bath with your favourite scent, listening to your favourite music, having a dance, being close with a partner, eating your favourite foods, enjoying those flavours. Anything that brings you to life and relaxes you is what she wants you to do. She wants you to reconnect, and that will help bring you out of your head. In fact, they say when you're really suffering with anxiety and panic attacks, you need to think of your five senses. What can I see? What can I hear? What can I smell? What can I taste? Oh my God, I've forgotten the other one. What can I see? I don't know whether I've said see. Anyway, I don't know whether I've said all five. But it's reconnecting. It just pulls you out of your head. And that's what she's wanting to do. She wants to bring you out of your head and remind you that you're still very much alive. And there's still a lot out there to be grateful for that brings a lot of pleasure to your life. Okay. And the next oracle card that I've got is Serendipity. Okay, so despite the fact that you're feeling like this at the moment, and you might have this brick wall, please try not to put the brick wall up if that's what you're feeling like doing, for those of you that are, because serendipity is saying hang on in there, because the universe is going to be bringing something nice into you, in for you very shortly, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised, and it's going to happen in an unexpected way. Might bump into someone or hear something or whatever that's just going to bring something nice along. And what I want to say is, if this is a relationship issue for some of you, then the universe is saying it's okay, because we're going to be bringing in somebody better, and that's better suited for you if this relationship is over. So don't give up hope. Find the things, reconnect with the things that you find nice, that bring you happiness and bring you joy and make you feel alive, because the universe is going to be bringing somebody in that's you're better connected to and have a better relationship with. Yeah, and abundance, and you know, just a nicer relationship in general. Okay. And for those of you where it's a situation that's not relationship, and you know, you're not to give up and hang on in there, then this is saying yes, because the universe is bringing something unexpected nice that you weren't planning. When you're nearly reaching your end, there's going to be a nice surprise coming in. So yeah, so you may set off feeling like that, but there's something nice very much coming in. And then the last card is from the Universe Has Your Back. And this is quite an appropriate card, actually. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. So there we go. This brings us back to me saying, please don't build this wall as a result of what's happened. I know it's easier said than done, and you want to protect yourself in future. But just learn from this. Learn that, you know, there's always healing that can be found after trauma, and you always grow through conflict. And don't let your fear build up that wall. Let's turn that into love and be more, learn from it, but be open to the right love this time. Sometimes you have to go through difficult relationships to know which is then going to be the right relationship, and what you're no longer prepared to put up with anymore, to know what you are prepared to have, you know, and what you do and what you deserve. You know, everybody deserves to be treated with respect. Everybody deserves to be treated with love. Everybody deserves to be treated with kindness and caring. And if this is what you've not had, then have faith that there is somebody better out there for you. Okay. And if this is a situation in connection with work or something else, then whatever disappointment you've had this week, be it a conflict at work or just something not gone quite right, have faith that the tides are changing, and there's a nice surprise being brought to you by the universe, and just accept this as a growth lesson that you've had, and that this too shall pass. Okay. And the charm that you chose for group 2 for your pile, I've just started experimenting with charm reading, so I'm new to it, but I've always done a lot with dreams and dream symbology, which coincides quite nicely with charms. So this is either a butterfly or a dragonfly, but similar meaning. So for me, this is a transformation week. It is a week of change. So you may set off like that, but you should see something happy by the end of it that you weren't expecting. So this is a week of change, and sometimes when you're in the change, it's uncomfortable because we're being pushed out of our comfort zone. So some of the most painful experiences in life are when your soul is doing its growing. But that's how we grow, when we're pushed out of our comfort zone. If you all stayed in our comfort zone, it get very boring very quickly. So yeah, so you're going through a transformation period, but hang on in there, okay? And don't build those brick walls up too high, so that the next person who's, you know, could be the right one for you, so that they can get through. Don't close yourself off from people just from one person letting you down. Okay, so you take care of yourselves this week, and if you like my channel, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you can get notified of future videos, and have a great week, and I will speak to you in the next video. Take care. Hi group 3, let's see what we've got for you then. You chose the little owl charm. Okay, let's see the tarot cards. We have the Strength. These are new tarot cards that I'm using. Well, they're not new. I've had them ages, but not felt inclined to use them. And then all of a sudden, after what happened last week, I felt inclined to start using them. The Magician and the Three of Swords. Okay. Now, as this is a general reading for the next 7 days, from whenever you're looking at this video, there are 2 separate messages going on here. So the first one is keep calm and carry on. This is the Inner Strength card. You're having a tough time at the moment, and you're going to have to pull on your inner strength. You have got it all there with you to pull on your inner strength. You've done this before. You've got a lion next to you. You're not in the slightest bit phased. You're a lot stronger than you're giving yourself credit for. And you're quite deep in thought at the moment, because you know you've got this situation that you need to tackle, and you're actually wondering how you're going to tackle it. And you're going to tackle it through your inner strength. Okay? But the best way to do that is with the gentle strength, rather than going guns blazing in there and fighting. That isn't the way to tackle the situation that you're facing. Right? You need to go about it in a more gentler and diplomatic approach. That will get you further than being argumentative and forcing your opinion or your way on others. Okay, but yeah, it's a decision that you're debating on how the best way is, the situation that you're debating on, the best way of doing it. And the Magician is saying, do you know what, you've, you know, like the strength, you've got that inner strength, and you've got all the abilities there for you to deal with this situation, and for you to create a better way forward from this, a better way of life, and a better situation than what you're currently in at the moment. The thing that could be holding you back is your confidence. Sometimes the Magician lacks this, so it's that law of attraction card as a Magician. So what you put out there is what you get back. What you focus on the most is what you get back. So you need to be really focusing on what it is that you do want to bring that into your life, because he has all the elements in his hand. He has the air, the earth, the fire and the water. It's all there, and he is very powerful and can create magic. And that is what he's saying to you. You can create magic in your life and create a better life for yourself than what you're currently in at the moment, and change that situation around. Okay, you just need to believe that you can, and lose that confidence. Not going to be easy, and you're going to have you know, some difficulties this week, and a few hurdles and a bit of disruption. And Three of Swords is, you know, it's not evil card, so it's not a pleasant card, but with your inner strength and your diplomacy, you can manage this card, and you have all the capabilities to manage this card. Okay, it's just difficulties in that, but you know, that cloud is just a single cloud, and that sword has pierced through that cloud going up. So with clear thinking and tactical ways of dealing with it, rather than bullshit ways of dealing with it, you can manage and change the situation to improve your life. Okay, and you know what's going on for you this week. For others of you, I want to say this is possibly a relationship issue where you're really wondering if this is a right relationship for you. And again, you already know the answers, and you have to ask, you need to be honest with yourself. Is this relationship going the way that you want it to go? Are you happy in this relationship? Again, the Magician says that you can create what you need to create to have a better life, and that might be that you need to separate from this person in order for that to happen. That deep down you know that perhaps this person isn't the right person for you, and it might be time to call it a day and go your separate ways. But let's see what the other cards say to confirm that. So we have, from the Oracle cards, we have the truth be told. Okay, so yeah, it's just asking you to be honest with yourself. Truth be told, you need to be honest with yourself, and right now I don't feel that you are. So as far as a relationship goes, are you really being honest with yourself? Are you hanging on to a relationship that's gone past its sell-by date? You know, if it hasn't, then you need to be honest and look at ways that you can work it out. It might be a temporary separation. This can be a temporary separation. It doesn't have to be set in stone, and it's your free will as well. If this doesn't resonate with you, then don't take it. As I said, there's two meanings for these cards this week. But you need to be honest with yourself. Is it time to move on? Has this relationship run its course, or can you still work at it to make it right, so that you know you're both happy? Because at the end of the day, you've both got to be happy, haven't you? But you need to be honest. You need to look at where it's going. If this is a situation, again, you need to be honest. You know, there's always two perspectives to things, so you need to, when you're making your decision, and you need to be looking at all the perspectives, not just yours. And you need to be honest about what it is that you want. You know, what do you want? What do you want out of this situation? How do you want to resolve it? What do you hope to achieve? What is your outcome? Need to be honest with yourself. Do you really want those outcomes? Do you really want this situation to go this way, or do you want this situation to go that way? So that's what you need to get established first, so that you know how you're going to deal with it. And then we have from the, what are these called? Magic of Flowers cards. I forget what they're called. We have the dandelion. So what do children do when they've got a dandelion clock? They blow in it and they make a wish. So this is reinforcing the law of attraction. And the universe is saying, do you know what? It's time to make your wish, but you need to be really clear what it is you want. So that's your key message this week, is what do you want? Do you want this relationship, or don't you want this relationship? Do you want this job, or don't you want this job? Do you want this to happen, or don't you want this to happen? What do you want? Because it's very difficult for the universe to help you if you're not clear yourself. So you need to be really clear. And then the Magician and this card is saying, make your wish, because the universe is listening. Okay. And then the last card is from the Universe Has Your Back, which is, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I am being guided. Okay. So that's a very appropriate card too. So you may not know 100% where you're headed, but you're going to have to put your trust in the universe and trust your intuition and your gut feeling, which is what the inner strength is all about. You know, and the Magician, because he's a magician, he's tapped into all the elements, so he's tapped into the universe. So you need to trust your intuition, you need to trust your gut feeling and go with it, and trust that the universe is guiding you. Okay, but this week you need to be really, really clear, whichever the problem is, be it a relationship problem or work or project or whatever, you need to be really clear on what it is you want, because you can't be helped if you're not clear on what it is you want. Okay, so that's what, and you need to be honest with yourself about this. You know, no more self-deceit and thinking that, you know, or saying to people that you want this when actually deep down your heart's not in it. It's not what you want. Don't stay in something just because you've always been there for a long time and it's just comfortable and easy. An easy life isn't always a happy life, you know. Don't stay in a relationship just because it's easy and familiar if you're not happy. It's not fair on you, and it's certainly not fair on the other person. So decide this week what it is that you really, really want. Cue for a Spice Girls song there, isn't it? But I won't sing it because I'm a really bad singer. Okay, and the charm that you guys chose was the owl, and I've just started dabbling with charms. I do a lot with dream work, so to me charms are very symbolic of what comes up in dreams. So the owl is the all-knowing, the all-seeing. They have big eyes and they can see in the dark, so they can see more than what we can see. So again, it's looking at that bigger picture. Don't just look at your viewpoint, look at that bigger picture and tap into the intuition. The owls are very wise, aren't they? And look, we've got, I just realised that we've got the owl and the owl. The owl and the owl. There we go. Very wise. And, you know, a lot of wisdom, a lot of spiritual wisdom. Very, very spiritual bird, the owl. So, yeah, tap into Spirit's wisdom. Tap into the universal wisdom when you're making these decisions. But you'll know. You just need to be honest with yourself. And don't make the decision based on what you think everybody else wants you to do either. Because then the only person that ends up unhappy is you. You know, they may all be happy, but you won't be. So, decision time. What do you want? That needs to be your mantra this week. What do I want? Okay, so if you like this video, then please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified of future videos. If this resonates with you, then please leave a comment down below. As I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading, so not all bits will be for everybody, and there was two very separate readings there, one purely very much relationships, the other one not, so take what resonates. If you were drawn to more than one pile, then go and listen to the other pile. You never choose the wrong pile, so go and listen to the other pile too. Sometimes I have been drawn to more than one pile before, so, and both messages have been applicable, so if that's the case for you guys, then go and listen to the other one. So I hope you have a great week, and I hope you make the right decision, and I trust that you will make the right decision. Okay, and I will speak to you in the next video. Take care. Bye.